Okay, so we're going to write, you're going to be taking notes on a video. I have them right here. I'll pause you and tell you when to write something down. We are talking about energy again, and we're adding circuits. A circuit is the path that something takes. So I'll pause the video at certain parts, tell you to write things down, and at the end I'll show you my notes so then you can make sure that you have all your notes down too. Okay, so this is what we're doing. We're lighting a light bulb. So let's write down energy and circuits and lighting a bulb. Lighting a bulb. So put that at the top of your paper. Energy and circuits and lighting a bulb. If you want to use different colors, you can, or you can use the same color. All right. If you need more time, go ahead and pause this now. I'm going to keep going.
Here is a flashlight. It isn't working. What can we do to get the flashlight working? We need to add D cells.
Okay, so do you see where it says vocabulary word? Let's go ahead and write D cells. And then what is the D cell? What does that look like? It's a battery, isn't it? So let's draw a picture of a battery right beside it. And it's the big batteries, so I think the D cell is the big battery. And if you look closely, do you see right there? That's where it says D. And I also want you to notice what the top looks like, and that there's also a positive here. Okay, if you need more time writing that down or drawing, pause it here.
Another part of the flashlight is a light bulb.
Okay. Ah! I didn't do it too fast. I didn't do it. Let me rewind it just a bit. There we go. All right, so that's our next vocabulary word. So let's write light bulb and draw your picture of the light bulb, because these are parts of the flashlight. Notice that it has that silver part on the bottom. That's the part that it looks like it's screwed in. It has that little black thing at the bottom, and then it has the glass. And then if you look inside the glass right here, you can see these two little things, and those are important too. Those are the filament. Okay, so if you need more time, pause the video here, write down the word, and draw your picture.
The focus question for this part is, what is needed to light a bulb?
All right, so let's write down our focus question. What is needed to light a bulb? And what we've learned two pieces already, right? We learned the D cell and the light bulb, because we already wrote down those two. Okay, so if you need more time to write the sentence, pause the video and then unpause it when you're done writing. You don't have to answer the question, just write the question down.
We are going to use a D cell and some wires to try to light a bulb.
Okay, so we've got a new word up here. I'm going to put it up top with we need some wires. And then I'm going to draw my wires there. Notice that there's the plastic covering on them, and then you can see the metal ends. Okay, pause if you need time.
Sometimes when we connect the wires, the bulb lights. Sometimes the bulb does not light. Here are some systems we can try. Before we do, make a prediction if you think the bulb will light.
Okay, so looking at these pictures, what I want you to do...
Pause the...
Sorry, I'm going to get my notebook ready so you can see it too. Okay, so this is what I have so far. So what we have here is we need to have A, B, C, D, E, and F. Right now, what you are looking at each of those pictures, you have to predict if it's going to light it or not. So you would either put a yes or no. A yes or no. And so I'm going to draw some quick pictures over here so you can see. All right, so A looks like this. You have your battery, and then you have a wire touching here, and you have a wire touching the bottom, and it's touching just the bottom part of the light bulb. It's touching that black thing on the bottom. Okay, then you have B, where you have the battery, and you have one wire, and it's touching the silver part, and the black part is touching here. And C is where you have your battery, and that's the top of the battery. It has one wire going each way, and both of the wires are touching the silver part. Okay, and then I'm going to put D over here. D is where we have the battery, and here's the top part, and they have it coming here, and they have the light bulb like laying down on it. E, we have the light bulb and the top part of the light bulb. We have the wire coming here, the wire coming here. We have this wire touching the black part, and then this wire touching the silver part. And then F is we have our battery, and we have the wire touching, one wire touching the bottom part. Okay, so make your predictions, either yes or no, if it's going to light the light bulb. It's okay if you don't know. We're going to find out in a minute. So pause the video and make your predictions. And I'll bring back our video.
The video and make your predictions on the notebook sheet for all 6 systems. You'll pause the video whenever you see this icon. Now and record your observations in your notebook.
Okay, so did it light? Nope. So next to letter A, put no. And they're both touching the black part. Look at that.
Pause on each system. Here is system B.
Did it light it? Nope. So that was just one wire from the silver to the other part. Okay, system C, nope. Doesn't work with going from the top and the bottom to the silver part. Ooh. So that, yes. And we notice that it's at the bottom, and it's touching, the silver part is touching the top part of the battery, and the wire is touching the little black part at the end.
System E.
Okay, look at where they're touching on E. It's different than A. One's touching the black part and one's touching the silver part. Okay. No lights on System F.
Let's take a closer look at two of these systems. A and B. System A didn't work. But System B did. What do you know that's the same about it?
Okay, so the same is they both have the wire touching the top and the bottom, right? What's different is both the wires are touching the bottom here, and only one is touching the bottom and the other is touching the silver part.
The wires are touching the ball in different places in System A and System B. Here are some questions. Share your vote right now. Where are the contacts on System A? On System B? What do you think?
Let's look at that one. Okay, so contact points is where they touch. So we've got touching the bottom, and we've got it touching the top. We've got it touching the bottom, and we've got it touching the top. And we've got a part touching the silver, and then the part that's touching the top is touching the silver, and we've got a part touching the bottom, So the contact points are the same.
At points on the light bulb. Look at the other systems. What do you notice about the contact points on the ball in Systems A and B?
So A and B has the top and bottom, but they only have the one contact point here, instead of one on the bottom and one on the top. Same on this one. This one's just touching the side of it, not touching the contact point here.
Do they work? How about Systems B and F?
And it's the same things with this one. The contact points aren't right.
Both of these systems use the same parts, but where they are connected,
So the connection is part.
the bulb lights.
Okay, so when the bulb lights, that's called the electric current. So let's put that down on our paper. Electric current. That's when it lights.
Goes through a pathway or circuit.
Ah, there's our circuit. Remember we wrote that at the beginning?
The electric current flows from the negative end of the DC through the wire to the bulb. The bulb lights, and the electric current flows out of the bulb back into the
Okay, so I think that's really important to draw, so I'm going to pause it here for just a minute, and you may need to pause the video because we're running out of time on our limit of video here. But this is something that we need to draw on our notes. So go ahead and pause it and draw this circuit.
The specific places where the wires or other components touch are called contact points. What do you notice about all the systems that produce light? Let's go back to the discussion. What is needed? Share.
All right, we should have those words down.